Senator King.
I don't know if that's true, but we'll take it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to follow up on a point that Senator Manchin made because I think it was a really important one. We're turning away and losing veterans because of lack of staff. It's an enormous problem. I understand it's a problem throughout the society. Every business that I talk to is short of staff. But I want to talk about the staffing problem in the VA, and that's where you might be able to help us. There are two issues that I've identified. One is pay, and the other is red tape. Let's talk about pay for a minute. It's interesting. I'll submit for the record, Mr. Chairman, a chart from the VA on Vision 1 on time to fill. And it's interesting, what I'd like you to do is to do some additional research. But of the time to fill, the lowest are generally urban areas and the highest are rural areas. Now, this is a small sample, but I'd like you to do this analysis on a broader sample and see if I'm correct. But I believe that you'll find that rural areas are having a harder time. The time to fill in Maine is 251. In White River Junction, it's 261. In Providence, it's 127. And so I think that's where we get to the pay part. And one of the differential in pay between different areas of the country, I think, is obsolete because people can work anywhere. You can now live in rural Maine and work remotely for the VA in Boston. Why would you go to work for the VA in Togus, Maine at a 15 or 20% pay cut if you can work remotely in Boston? Do you see what I mean? We're hurting the competitiveness of our rural VA facilities. So I think we should really have a rethinking of the pay differential, which is based on times you didn't have remote working, people weren't as mobile. This is national competition for professionals. Ms. Therrett, you've nodded a few times. What do you think?
So I think Mr. Perry and I may join forces on answering this question. I agree. I think the authorities that we have in the PACT Act have helped us to level some of those gaps or close some of those gaps that you've talked about between urban and rural because we're able to offer more incentives to those rural facilities.
But I know that Togus is not competitive with Boston or New Bedford or Providence.
We still have a long way to go, and then working with organizations like the Federal Salary Council and the Federal Prevailing Rate Advisory Committee, that's where I'm trying to spearhead some of these efforts at a broader level. I know Mr. Perry's team is working on one deliverable that we still owe the committee from the PACT Act, which is the Rural Recruitment and Retention Plan, where we can put more effort into reducing the red tape that you're seeing with the time to fill.
I haven't gotten to that yet.
Yeah.
But look at the pay issue. I mean, I believe that the whole idea of differential pay in different regions based on cost of living is somewhat obsolete. Because when you're competing for a healthcare professional, they have nationwide choices. And to have a significant disadvantage in pay, I don't think it's any coincidence that White River and Togus are the ones that are lagging here because they both have really good management. I know the people at Togus, they're terrific. So it's not a management issue, it's that they've got to compete, and they have to compete with local hospitals. And that's a real problem.
Good afternoon, friends. They are expected to be sent out very soon. Many households are waiting for the disbursement of new bonus rebate checks. And many lawmakers have confirmed that these extra payments will go out in November. My dear friends, I'll be going over how you can verify if you are eligible for this check. But you may need to take action by a deadline. Dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, this coming Friday, I will be announcing more winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. If you reside in Virginia, you may be eligible to receive a little cash back in the form of a tax rebate. Starting this week, taxpayers can go online to check their eligibility for a one-time tax rebate. According to a news release from the office of Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin, $900 million in tax rebates will go out to eligible Virginia taxpayers over the next few weeks. The government expects most rebates will be issued by the end of November. Individual filers will receive a one-time payment of up to $200, while taxpayers who file joint returns can expect to receive $400. So to receive your rebate, you must file by Wednesday, November 1st, and have had a 2022 tax liability. If you received a state tax refund by direct deposit this year, you will most likely receive the rebate check the same way and in the same bank account. But if not, your check will be sent out in the mail. Rebates are generally sent out on a rolling basis, so some taxpayers will receive their checks within the next 3 weeks. Also, experts say that Pennsylvania residents can reduce property taxes or rent expenses through the Property Tax Rebate and Rent Program, with applications accepted until the end of December. The amount of the tax rebate that a household can secure hinges on their income and whether they rent or own their residence. For homeowners, the standard rebate ranges between $250 and $650, while renters can expect rebates from $500 to $650. Moreover, qualifying homeowners can claim supplemental rebates, potentially increasing their total rebate to a generous $975. So in order to qualify for this program, homeowners must have an annual income not exceeding $35,000, with half of Social Security income excluded from the calculation. The rebate structure is designed to provide assistance based on income brackets. Homeowners with incomes ranging from $0 to $18,000 can obtain a maximum rebate of $650. Renters, on the other hand, with incomes of $0 to $8,000 can receive a maximum rebate of $650. The Federal Reserve, which manages the country's money, is likely to say it will keep interest rates at the same high level. They're doing this to control prices from going up without hurting the strong U.S. economy. So by not changing interest rates, the Fed wants to slow down how fast prices are increasing. When interest rates are high, it is more expensive to borrow money, which can make people and businesses spend less, slowing down the U.S. economy. Even though prices have gone up a lot, the Fed is not planning to raise interest rates right now. They want to bring prices down, but without causing the economy to stop growing. The Fed is expected to keep rates the same in November, and many experts think they might raise rates in December if the economy keeps doing well. Surprisingly, even though the Fed has kept rates high, the economy is still doing okay. Americans are still spending money. The economy is growing, and not many people are without jobs. One problem the Fed is looking at is that longer-term loans, like mortgages, are getting more expensive. This is making it harder for Americans to buy homes. The head of the Fed, Jerome Powell, thinks that the current policy on interest rates is making it a bit harder for the economy. He says they're strong for now, but might cause problems later. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you, friends, for joining me here every day. To say thank you, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you so much, dear friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed week.